Hey there, welcome to Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. Fine program today. Matt Gourley joining us.
Hi.
Good to see you. And Sona Movsesian. And a happy birthday to you.
Oh, thank you.
You had your birthday yesterday.
Yesterday. Yeah, but I celebrate all month, but that's okay.
Yeah, what's that all about?
I like it.
Yeah. I also get confused by your Christmas celebrations because you celebrate real Christmas, but also Armenian Christmas.
Or ours is real Christmas. Yours is the fake Christmas.
What I just said, and I wasn't even trying to be funny, was very offensive.
It was.
And I apologize. Yeah. Because I shouldn't have said real Christmas. I'm sure people think of the Christmas on December 25th, and you guys celebrate it when?
January 6th.
Yeah. I'm sure that...
I know now January 6th is like for something else.
Well, yes, of course. Well, there's a theory that the fracas, I call it fracas, at the Capitol occurred. And I later on looked it up. Everyone participating in that, it was 98% Armenians.
No!
And that they were rushing the Capitol to exchange, to give gifts to each other.
Oh, I thought to get the trees left over.
Yeah, exactly. It was just a misunderstanding. It was an Armenian Christmas, and it just happened to be the Capitol was in the way.
Oh, okay. Okay. There were a lot of good sales. And
they were on their way to celebrate Armenian Christmas.
That's right.
And it was like, God, we could go around the Capitol. Let's go through it. Listen.
All right. Yeah. My birthday was yesterday.
Your birthday was yesterday.
Yeah.
So you celebrate all month, but is everyone else obligated to celebrate your birthday all month?
She always did this. When she was my assistant, she would keep bringing up, it's my birthday month.
Yes.
And it was kind of a nightmare.
It's not a nightmare. Isn't it just a nice way to see people and just be like, hey, it's
no, you wanted, it was like extortion. You wanted gifts.
It's not a slippery slope where you start going, it's my birthday year.
I
and
mean,
then
it
suddenly
could be.
it's eternally your birthday.
Wouldn't that be great?
Well, don't
my
let me give you any ideas.
Season, and then it turns into my birthday year. I just like seeing people, and especially now it's harder for me to see people because I have family obligations. And so I like to use it as an excuse to like go to dinner.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Sure.
Everybody should do it.
Let's get back to Armenian Christmas. Now,
oh, God.
Armenian is the oldest sect of Christianity. Is that correct?
Armenians are the first to adopt it as their national religion.
That's right.
Yes.
Yes, that's the correct way to say it.
Yes,
I'm glad I educated you.
Oh, you didn't educate me. I knew that.
Pretty much. You're welcome.
I knew that.
Let me teach you more about Armenia.
Worked for you.
Yeah,
you're going to teach me about Armenia?
Yeah.
What? No,
What's
you're
that?
not. You're not.
I think I know more about it than you.
Yeah, you might know more about the Soviet
Cher's
Union.
Armenian.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You're kidding.
Dr. Kevorkian.
Why do you always do Dr. Kevorkian second?
Those are your two big ones.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
No, let's not do the Armenian list again.
Okay, here's the thing I will say to you. You do both, though, right? You do December 25th. Both. That doesn't. I don't like when people do both.
Yeah,
what?
Pick one.
Pick one.
Why? I'm an Armenian American.
You're taking
so I'm doing
gifts
Armenian
away from us.
Yes. I don't. Then I feel like. Yeah, but guess what? I believe that's true.
It's a really us versus them mentality.
Well, I didn't start this.
Yeah, I'm tired of immigrants coming into this country and taking Christmas gifts from me.
Yeah, Eduardo.
Eduardo, that's just the way it is. If you come into this country and you celebrate more than one Christmas, we've got a problem.
What if we take the gifts you guys didn't even want?
Yes. Thank you.
Oh my God. This is, man, the metaphors here are blowing my mind.
I know, because there is a lot of re-gifting at Christmas for white elephants and things.
Yeah, why is it called a white elephant?
This is really blowing my mind. So you're saying that you guys are taking the gifts that we don't want,
yes,
but then bitching about it.
Right.
All right.
White elephant, white Christmas?
Yes.
Holy shit.
Why?
Wait, but why is it January 6th? Was Jesus born on January 6th? I know December 25th
Eduardo
isn't really the right way, right?
I don't know.
Eduardo, you are married. Your wife is Armenian.
Correct. And in Mexican-American culture, or Mexican culture also, January 6th is celebrated because of the Three Kings Day.
Three Kings Day.
So January 6th is also Three Kings Day.
The George
Correct.
So it's
Clooney
possible. No, you're really tangling this thing up more than it needs to be. So January 6th.
It's also Elvis's birthday, so technically it's Four Kings Day.
Right.
Elvis's birthday is January 8th.
It is?
Yeah, that's my dad's birthday, too.
Yeah.
Wait, your dad is born on January 7th.
Wait, wait a minute, Blay. You waited to interject. You wanted to make sure you had something good, and you jumped in with Elvis's birthday, and you were wrong?
Yes.
That's fucking crazy.
I'm sorry.
You're like a guy that waited outside a house in case there's trouble. It caught fire. Other people put it out. And then long after the fire was out, you came rushing in and threw fluffernutter all over the place.
And I set the fire myself because I didn't need to interject.
And Matt just
And his
knew
birthday's
when...
actually January 8th.
Yeah.
Not the
Well,
6th
that's
and
what
7th.
That's what I said.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said the 7th.
Also, it's his dad's birthday.
Can we straighten one thing out?
No,
We've
I think everything's very clear.
We've determined that January 6th was when the Capitol was attacked. It was an insurrection, but also Armenian Christmas.
Yes.
But also Three Kings Day.
Correct.
Is it possible that a lot of the crowd, and I'm not making
God.
excuses,
Oh, God.
but is it possible that many people in the crowd were excited about Armenian Christmas and Three Kings Day? And should we look into this? And then they were on their way to some big festivity and fucking Capitol's in the way. Is that possible? And yes, there's ways to go around it, but oftentimes I found it's better to smash doors and go through.
Oh, you do?
And then later on, the left is like, this is an insurrection. Excuse me. Poll the crowd. How many were celebrating Three Kings Day?
They arrested a lot of people who were there, and nobody mentioned Armenian Christmas.
Well, I think after the fact, you know.
What, you're embarrassed?
Yeah, probably embarrassed.
And
like,
you don't
we
want to
got out of
besmirch it.
Yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
besmirch it.
What if someone was like, it's Elvis's birthday?
Maybe they were early for Elvis's birthday,
there
which
it
is on the
is.
8th.
You know
as
what?
we all
That's what they
know.
were
Guess
doing.
what? There were like 9 people. The guy wearing the buffalo horn hat,
The bison dude.
the bison
Shaman.
dude, he was there celebrating Elvis's birthday. And like most insane people wearing a bison hat, he was 2 days off.
Yeah. And 2 people there were celebrating my dad's birthday.
Yeah. I just think the Justice Department should really figure out
I
how
agree.
much of the crowd was celebrating other stuff
Yeah.
and just got confused.
Or Blaze's birthday, too. Maybe they were there for Blaze's birthday.
When is your birthday?
January 7th.
Were you there?
You know what? There is usually a big crowd in Washington that gathers the day before Blaze's birthday. And then they quickly remember that they're off by a day. And so they try to rush to where Blaze is. And oftentimes the Capitol's in the way. I just think this is an alternate. It should be an alternate history show
Yeah.
where we explore
I like
Yeah.
this.
other possibilities.
I like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Just-
fact, stay tuned for the third act segment of this episode, and we'll be back with another alternate historical possibility.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Booth was just angry that Lincoln was blocking his view
Yes.
of what was happening in the
right.
theater.
Down
He-
in front,
he paid
sir.
up. Yeah, sir.
He's tall.
Sir, remove that hat, sir. I'll remove that hat when I'm no longer president, you whippersnapper. If only I had a right Derringer. Blam! Alternate history.
Is that your Lincoln impression?
Well, I tell you, 7 years ago.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not. That
You know
can't
what I
be
will
how
tell
he
you?
sounds.
Many people don't understand what Lincoln really sounded like. He had a high, reedy voice. Many people give him a 7 years ago.
Yes.
No, he did not have that voice. He was described at the time.
I like the other one. That
I know,
one.
but I'm being my accurate Lincoln is, well,
No.
look who's here.
No, don't do that.
I'll take off my hat, Booth, once you settle down, but I'm trying to enjoy my American cousin, see?
I mean, honestly, why are you wearing a hat in the theater, though, too, right?
He didn't take it off. It was a thing with
He
Lincoln.
really didn't?
He was a real prick about it. Yeah. He refused. No, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
Nothing here is real.
Let me just remap the thread of this conversation.
I made up that he refused to take his hat
Okay.
off. Of course he took his hat off. Or it would be in the Smithsonian right now with a big hole in it.
But the Armenians going through the Capitol to get to Armenian Christmas
I
is
just
real.
think we should investigate that.
Okay.
That's all I'm
Wait,
saying.
but
right.
what is his voice?
It was high and reedy.
It was high and
I
reedy,
have
yes.
heard that.
That's real?
Yeah.
Come
didn't,
on, man.
didn't Daniel Day-Lewis kind of play it that way?
Yeah, Daniel Day-Lewis gave him the real voice that they think he had.
Yeah.
And a lot of theater goers were like, what? He doesn't sound like James Earl Jones. And that's not
Yeah.
what Lincoln sounded like.
Right.
So we actually did get a little historical fact out of this, despite my best attempts. And now you're convinced that Booth shot Lincoln because he didn't take his stovepipe hat off.
Yeah.
And it gave Booth an obstructed view.
I'm only not convinced because you keyed me in that was false.
Yes.
So thank you. I
Yeah.
now know the truth.
But
Okay.
that would have been warranted.
Okay. Terrible. A terrible segment.
Sorry.
A segment
Spoken like a
think
true Christmas denier.
Sometimes I
think
want
someone
to-
should bust into this room right now and shoot me with a Derringer, because that is the only way to end this.
I volunteer.
You know what? And you're a guy that would own a Derringer. I got it
for Tyrannus.
You know what? You got a bit of a Boothy vibe to you.
You do.
You
Yeah.
do. You're a
And
little
also-
Boothy.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Edwin
Also-
was the
Little
greatest
Boothy.
actor of all
Also,
time.
he's a guy that would own a Derringer. Can you imagine a guy
He
busting
would.
a guy busting it, and he has, I got it at a local flea
I
market.
do not own a
Along-
Derringer singular.
Yeah.
Okay, first of all.
You own Derringer?
Yes, I do. One on each leg garter.
Oh.
I love it. Someone busting into your house, and you're like, "Don't worry, honey," and you're putting a ball into a little Derringer and powder, and you're packing it in.
No, those were cartridge-based guns.
Little Boothy.
All right, a little boothy around.
Yeah.
He's a little boothy around the eyes.